Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm KandyCorpse and you can call me Kay, and today I'm going to be reading some more AITAH stories off of Reddit for you guys and giving my opinion, and as always I'd like to hear your guys' opinions down in the comments. So just like last time, if you haven't seen it, it'll be probably somewhere, I don't know, I can't edit as well on my phone as I could on my old computer. But basically I went to the top stories for this week, and those are the three that I'm going to be reading. I haven't read them yet. I did kind of skim the titles just to make sure that I haven't actually read them before, and I also don't think I've seen these ones on TikTok, so these are going to be like my actual real-time, for me real-time, but for you guys it'll of course be a little bit edited, it'll be posted after, but basically my real-time reaction to these. So I'm super excited. And yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. Like, you guys already know what the subreddit is. If you haven't, in my other video I read the synopsis. We're just gonna start reading the stories. I'm also gonna put them up here, so if you guys want you can read along, or you know, whatever. So this first one is AITA for telling my mother-in-law she isn't allowed at our wedding ceremony if she can't accept the fact that my daughter will be the flower girl. Interesting. I'm gonna say no, because that's your daughter and it's your wedding, so it's your choice. Like, mother-in-law doesn't get a say. I don't agree with, I'm just gonna say this quick, I don't want to ramble, but I do want to say this quick. I don't agree that just because a parent or a family member, whoever, is paying for your wedding as a gift, that they get to control your wedding. They can have like budget, you know, like, hey, this is the amount I'm giving you. If you go over that, then it's up to you to come up with that money, but this is like the amount that I'm willing to pay. I think that's totally fair. I think that's totally fine. But if someone's trying to say, well, I'm paying for your wedding, so you have to do what I say, fuck you. No, you're not. That was a gift. It's my wedding. If you don't want to pay, then don't pay, but you're not going to tell me what to do at my wedding. And that's the energy that these people need to have, especially when they have crazy controlling parents. I, 25F, am marrying my high school sweetheart, 26M. We decided to finally tie the knot after nearly 7 years of dating. I truly love him and thankfully get along with most of his family, except for his mom. She's continuously nagging at me for not giving her a grandson. I know this may be harmless, however, my fiance has repeatedly told her that she's already has a grandchild. My baby girl, 5. She's my best friend's daughter. They sadly passed away. Oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss, OP. She was my godchild, so it only felt right that I should take her in and bring her up in a way that I knew her mother, my best friend, would want. Recently, we've begun getting bridesmaid dresses, etc. We both decided to make our newly found daughter a flower girl. She loves flowers, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity to help her feel like we take her as our own. I need to like pull this closer because my vision's really bad. At a recent family gathering, my fiance's mother has nonstop been horrible to my baby girl. Let's call her Ellie, saying things like, I simply don't understand why an adopted child should take the place of a true blood, which simply made my blood boil. Along with the many other comments she made, I pulled her to the side, asking her to tone down her comments, knowing how much this meant to Ellie. She kept saying I was being rude to my new family by making someone who, in her eyes, has nothing to do with me. No, you are not the asshole. I don't care. She is being nasty to a 5-year-old. This probably 40, 50-year-old woman is being disgusting and disrespectful. No. How are you gonna treat a child like that and then play the victim? Hell no, you are not the asshole. I'm gonna say that right now. I fully believe no matter what you say or do, you will not be the asshole in this situation. I immediately snapped, feeling outraged by her comments. Ellie is my godchild, and I will always care and love her. She seemed hurt in my words, but I didn't care, immediately taking me and Ellie out of her house. When my fiance came home, he was confused, as his mother had said I was being verbally abusive towards her and making threats. Hell no, bro. What? Making threats? I would tell him he needs to get his priorities straight and he needs to get his mother in check. I've dealt with toxic mother-in-laws, and it is not Bro, it is not worth it. If they are making it their goal to make your life a living hell for no reason, which is what this is, like, no reason, like she's just being rude for no, like, no. Tell him he needs to get it together, like, and he needs to get her together. He needs to get, if she wants to be around me and my child, whether she's adopted or not, she needs to get her shit together. And if we ever have children in the future, that will not change, because I'm not gonna let her disrespect my current baby just for one potential baby in the future. That's not happening. I did no such thing. Anyway, a few days passed and Ellie was upset as she noticed we hadn't seen her cousins who were staying with my fiancés. Her cousins, like on her side, were staying with the, I got it. Shoving all my anger, it's fine. Anyway, shoving all my anger up my ass, I finally decided to try to apologize and head to her house once more. All was fine until I heard a horrid scream. Rushing up the stairs, I saw Ellie crying while my fiance's mom was standing, screaming at her while holding her teddy bear that her mother made. Oh, hell no. If she did something to that teddy bear, it would be on site. You have... Ooh, I don't even have kids. I don't want to have kids. I plan on staying child-free. But like, if I adopted a kid, like if I adopted my best friend's kid, or if I had my own kid and my mother-in-law, we would be tussling. They are inseparable, and I know how much that means. It's a struggle to even wash the teddy, and I immediately snapped once more at her. She stood embarrassed as the whole family had gathered. She then gained confidence, saying that she was upset that I had chosen fake blood over real blood. I think you can choose family, and a friend can be better. Real family than your own. The quotes are kind of weird. I was upset watching Ellie crying as my husband grabbed the toy, taking her away from the heated situation. I finally had enough, saying that if she has such a problem with her being the flower girl, she might as well skip the wedding and just join us for the reception. She started crying and I did feel bad, but I wasn't going to take back what I said. After leaving, the family has been telling my husband to tell me to apologize, and they aren't messaging me as what I said was harsh, and I find that bogus, but whatever. AITAH. No, bro. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. And I hate when someone actually does something insane like that, like her harassing and bullying a child for no reason, and the family's like, she needs to apologize. Like, no, you know that they're all pushovers, and they just do whatever his mother-in-law says, and it's probably his like siblings and maybe some cousins and stuff who all just like did whatever because they knew that she was fucking crazy and would go batshit like that, and that's why they just went along with whatever. I'm just gonna skim the comments real quick. For the most part, it looks like everyone is saying NTA and basically saying the same thing that I said, that OP's fiance needs to kind of get it together and needs to basically set some hard boundaries with his mother and be like, listen, you know, this is my soon-to-be wife and this is our adopted daughter, so you can either take it or you can leave it. That basically seems like what everyone's saying, which I'm happy Reddit agrees that this person is NTA, not the asshole in the situation. This one's a little bit shorter, which is nice because that one was kind of long. So this one is AITAH for refusing to quit my job to look after my baby. Interesting. I'm gonna say no because it probably sounds like you need the money. Because I feel like a lot of people, if they didn't need the money, would choose to stay with their children, at least for a certain period of time, and then go back to work if that's something that they, you know, truly enjoyed. But either way, like, if you need the money and or you have or can afford the childcare, especially if this is something that was like discussed prior and your partner's trying to change the situation, trying to change like what you had already agreed to, then no, I don't think so. But my mind could be changed. Sometimes these titles can be misleading and I'm just going off of a theory. So my mind could be changed. I, 33F, am a lawyer. No, not the asshole. Lawyers make so much money as long as they're good at their job. But I'm assuming that she makes a lot of money. I'm assuming she's the breadwinner and the husband probably feels a little emasculated. And I'm not saying that that's, you know, how every situation like this is, but I oftentimes the partner may feel a little bit emasculated because their female partner is making more than them, and especially when a baby comes around, they don't like that. They feel like they should be making more, feel like they should be the breadwinner, and that's definitely something that they need to work on within themselves. And immediately after the first couple words, I guarantee that's where this is going. I, 33F, am a lawyer, and my husband, 34M, works in an office. I earn the most money, so when I got pregnant, we decided that my husband would stay at home with our daughter, at least until she was a little older. It's been 2 months since I gave birth to our daughter, and I'm planning on going back to work next month. My husband told me last week that it would be better if I quit my job and took care of the baby and he could provide for us. I told him no, because there's like no good reason to do that. I agree. Like, why? If you're making more money and you already agreed that he would stay home, why change it? And if he doesn't want to stay home, like, if you can afford childcare, like, get childcare. I earn more than him, and I actually like my job, whereas he hates his job and earns a lot less than me. Oh yeah, so it's definitely an ego thing, 100% an ego thing. Plus, we literally agreed that I'd work and he'd look after our daughter. I don't understand what's changed. He called me a bad mom, and he's been really upset with me since. We've been fighting about it a lot because he keeps bringing it up. It was his idea to have a child, and he told me he was happy to be a stay-at-home dad. I don't understand why he doesn't want that anymore. I can guarantee you it's because he told other people about it, and the other men in his family, and probably his mom told him that that was wrong and that he needed to be the provider. I've noticed that in situations like that, definitely the crowd you're around, a lot of, like, and again, not all, but I feel like from my experience and from what I've seen online, a lot of people claim that the man is supposed to be a provider, the man's supposed to go to work, the woman has to stay home. And if it's the opposite situation, oftentimes, depending on the people that you know the husband surrounds himself around, they will have that like toxic masculinity, kind of like, oh, you can't be it, you know, the baby needs their mom, you know, whatever. The baby needs their dad too. Like, they need both parents. But it sounds like it's an insecurity for him, and that's what it is, especially if she makes more money. Like, yeah, everyone is basically saying NTA, and that they're also really confused. A few people are giving kind of like situations where their ex was like kind of put them in the same situation. A lot of people are saying that they also think that it's like his ego, or that someone else might have said something to him to like upset him or whatever. But basically the Reddit comments, from what I've skimmed through, seem to agree that OP is not the asshole. So far 2 out of 3 are not the asshole. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. This last one isn't quite as long as the first one, but it does have a couple edits, so let's get right into it. AITAH for telling my postpartum wife the same thing she told me. From the title, it sounds like yes, but she could have said something really nasty, and it's good. I feel like this is gonna be everyone's an asshole in this situation, but we'll see. I feel like it, yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be, is everyone is. But we're gonna read this, and we're gonna see if I still think the same thing in 2 minutes. So this is a throwaway, and I really need some advice. So for some backstory about me, when I was younger, I was bullied for being fat, basically, and my mother wouldn't help me lose weight. So when I got into college, I lost a lot of weight and gained muscle. Now I'm 6'5" and 240 pounds. That's good. You got yourself together. We're proud of you for that. But we may think you're an asshole in a minute. Who knows? So me and my wife have been together since we were 25, and we are now 32 and had our baby 6 months ago. She's had a hard time taking care of him, so I've been helping in any way I can. So I haven't had much time to go back to the gym. I haven't gained that much weight, maybe 25 to 30 pounds, which is okay because I still look good. I plan to go back to the gym when he gets on a better sleep schedule and my wife isn't so tired. She's recently been telling me that I'm getting fat and I'm not as attractive as before. I mainly brush her comments off because she's been doing this a lot recently, and it's making me upset. I've told her this, and she said she'll stop, but she hasn't. I told her, if you don't stop, I'm gonna say the same thing, and you aren't going to want to hear. She laughed and said, okay, while rolling her eyes. So on Monday, she called me fatty and said that I needed to hit the gym before she calls my old classmates. I said, I need to hit the gym. It's been 6 months since you've had the baby. You should not be looking like that. She ran off crying. I haven't apologized because I don't know if I'm wrong or not. If I'm wrong, I will go apologize, but I don't know. So AITAH. Edit. She has not had any body issues in the past. Always feels like whatever weight she is what weight she is. Yes, I do love her body and I find it attractive. So I just said that to get her back. Edit 2, a lot of you missed where I said I did talk to her about it. Edit 3, what I mean is that she is now a stay-at-home mom, so because she couldn't get him to stop crying in the morning, she wants me to take off work so she can go back to sleep. When I come home, we are equal. We both take care of him, but when I'm at work, that's her job. No, he wasn't up all night. He sometimes wakes up a little bit after I wake up. So I also wake up with him at night too. So I don't know. Honestly, I would say no, because excuse me, sir, because if what OP is saying true and that OP is actually helping, like, I feel like that's kind of what people are running towards in the comments, but I haven't looked, but based on the edits, it sounds like that's what people are saying. They're going in the comments and saying, oh, well, you're not helping, you're not doing anything, you know. But even though, like, that's not what this was about. This was about her being insecure and calling him names and just being nasty and then bringing up his past, like, oh, I'm gonna call your classmates, I'm gonna call your bullies. Fuck you. Fair game is fair game. I'm gonna say that this person is also not the asshole and that their wife needed to hear that. I'm gonna say your wife needed to hear that because she was being rude and you had talked to her multiple times and told her, if you don't stop, I'm gonna say the same thing to you and you're not gonna like it. And she thought it was funny until you said the same thing to her. So I'm gonna say no, not the asshole. And I don't know, it sounds like these comments are not gonna agree, but let me just skim this real quick. No, it seems like Reddit actually seems to agree that OP is not the asshole. So it seems like they're basically saying that, like, she's being a bully. It's possible that she was bullied in the past, but the fact that she keeps, like, doing that, like, it's not okay, and it's definitely a big red flag. That as soon, and I was kind of thinking the same thing when you started talking about losing weight, like, in the back of my mind I was like, oh, she's gonna, like, obviously because he brought up his weight, like, obviously that was, like, leaning towards what the conversation was gonna be. And I feel like definitely she is one of those people where, like, looks is a lot more important to them than, you know, anything else. Like, it's okay to find your partner attractive, and I do think it's important to be physically attracted to your partner in some sort of degree, but if you're only attracted to them physically and a slight change, even though you've been married for, you know, how many years, they're going on, like, what is that, like 6 years, 7 years, something like that, like, together overall, I don't know about married, but together overall for roughly like 6 or 7 years, and both of you gaining a little bit of weight while taking care of a newborn baby, and you're gonna be a fucking bully? Like, no. Like, fair game is fair game. Like, if you're gonna be disrespectful like that, be ready to get the disrespect back, because he tried to be mature and he tried to say, hey, listen, I don't like this, I tried ignoring it, but you're taking it too far. And OP didn't want to stop, so that's on them. I think that that's her problem and she needs to get it figured out. It sounds like either she's just always been this way and always valued looks over anything else, or she's suffering from PPD and needs to talk to someone. But either way, she definitely needs to work on her priorities and definitely needs to, like, take a look at herself, and needs to, like, realize that, hey, that's not okay. Okay, so that is the end of this video. That was, am I the asshole? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys like these type of videos, make sure you like and subscribe. That lets me know that you guys like them, and I will continue to make more. I also do plan on making some more other videos, making some more of the paranormal scary story videos. So if you guys are interested, again, like and subscribe, and comment what you guys think. If you have any similar stories to these, or you want to tell me your own AITAH story, let me know in the comments or message me, and I can make a video about it if you want me to anonymously talk about your story on my channel. Thank you. See you in the next video. And now a word from our sponsors. There's no sponsor. It's just me. I just wanted to let you guys know, recording this separately because I forgot to do that between the stories. But I'm having a sale on my shop currently, which is crystals.bigcartel.com. I'm going to be linking it down below, but also I have a discount code. I'm trying to get some money because having some legal issues with one of my previous employers. So I'm having another huge sale in my shop. TikTok 50 gets you 50% off. That was my cat knocking some stuff over. Here are some examples of my jewelry. This is Hades. It's good if you just like more alternative jewelry. It's made of crystals. If you're more into the spirituality type thing, it's got quartz and obsidian, so it's good for protection, things like that. And then if that's really not your style, I do have Cupid as well, and Cupid is perfect for Valentine's Day. She's super light, super simple, super pretty. It's good for layering, honestly, truly. It's just really cute, really simple. Shop Winter Witches Crystals, link below, and use code TikTok50 at checkout so you can get 50% off your entire order. Thank you.